Greeting, comrades. I hope you all doing well. Recently, you have probably seen influx of all of these YouTube videos like, oh, Black Desert. Black Desert is good game now, and everyone is come to my stream and say, hey, do you gonna check the game? Hey, what about Black Desert? It's popping up. And as a person who's spending this game 5 to 6,000 hours back in the day, hey, I am interested. Maybe the game is good. Maybe the game is good again and it's worth for Wizard to return. But before I'm gonna invest any more 5,000 hours into the Black Desert, I need to reliable source of information. And it's not casual Andy YouTube videos. That's why I have activate my contacts and invite one of pro Black Desert players to make interview with him on Twitch. Enjoy. Guys, you shut up, chat. You are useless. Anyway, hello. This is the chat. This is the Black Desert expert I got for today interview. So, tell us your name and how long you play Black Desert. Here we go.
Okay, so my family name is Kawarii. I play Black Desert since begin, so is 2016. I play a few tournament and I play actively the last added Arena 3 versus 3. I have almost the hard cap, the gear hard cap. Like 1 week ago, I made a Pendeboraka necklace and that the new gloves from new added content. Yeah, so it's one of the first person which made that these gloves.
Okay, so how much hours is it? Can you tell the hours when the game don't show you the hours?
Hard to say it because it's counting when you AFK, and the Black Desert is still like when you AFK you can set up your workers and worker empire, so you passively gaining the money. Yeah, so it's hard to say, but
yeah. So let's go with the passive time too. Let's add passive time just for funsies. How much hours?
Okay, so let me just switch the character, okay, to check because I don't remember exactly. And you must remember the timer is counting by per character, not the total, all the characters. So
it's per character.
Main character is like 700 days.
700 days. Let me pull up the calculator. 700 times 24. Oh yeah, so you have 17,000 hours on
life skilling character.
Yeah, so on life skilling character. All right.
Oh, it can be twice total, I think.
So above 30k hour.
Yeah.
Above 30k hour. All right. So then we have serious candidate here. Now second question I have for you, because I played the game for 7,000 hours before and I quit like 2018 2019, so I didn't pay attention to the new update. So I hear they add some PVE bosses content. Are they any challenging? Is they are worth to do or just gimmick?
As endgame player or even a beginner is like in my opinion is a must-have content to do, because from this you take the unique items needed for a endgame earring or just these gloves which I made. Of course you can pre-order, yeah, but it's press, so it's impossible to pre-order these items, yeah. If this is challenging, so far we have like 10 bosses and it's like 10 level of difficult, so it's up to 5 you can be like, I don't know, totally shit and you can do it up to 5. So level 6 is like you must be careful and depend on your class. 7 it's hard, but it's only depend on the class. On some classes
okay, sorry, so just to recap you, so there is 10 bosses now, yes?
Yeah.
And there are like the further you go, the harder the bosses. Yeah. Are there bosses like mechanics? Or you do it in party? Or just DPS?
You're doing every bosses alone, so it's
Okay.
alone content. So you can whenever you want, you can do it. Maximum you can complete 5. It's a bit, in my opinion, shit because we should be allowed to do more. Because when you do 5 times, you can't, for example, training. Yeah, like you
Yeah, but
training.
we don't go into details. This is gonna be for the beginners. So let's not go to the exact details. I just
So
want to know if the boss is hard to do. Like there is any mechanics. Did you play World of Warcraft maybe or Final Fantasy on all of these rights? Like you know.
I
Is,
didn't.
is this hard to do? Is this like you need to remember the patterns? You need to dodge the skills, and it's just like oh big stats and whoosh, 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 whoosh.
So far, its maximum level is 7, so upper level is closed. But you must know the mechanic.
Okay,
Without it, it's no way you to do it. No
all
matter
right. So
because
there is some
it,
mechanics.
yes, and it's most important. The higher you go, the most difficult is the mechanic. It's harder hitting. You must more DPS, and it's different mechanic. For example, me as a class which I do it, it's DK because you have a separate ranking per class.
Yeah.
It's not per total, only per class. So as a DK on Europe, I first as a first person we do 2 of the bosses.
All right. Nice. Anyway, so there is this. Those bosses are 1v1. You need to know some mechanics and your gear matter. Yes.
Your gear doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Gear is
matter.
based at 10% only. So 90% is your skill. So
Okay.
it's not like you over gear and it's easy. It's a must have. You must know the mechanic.
Chat. Do you have any question about the PVE bosses?
And it's entertainment for sure.
Entertaining. Yeah.
And
How much you
it's
can do it? How many times?
5 times per week.
Five
Sadly,
times per week. That's the cap
yeah,
on the
sadly.
bosses. And from this 10 you choose 5, yes? Or
No,
each
it's
one
up.
5.
You can choose any. You have just you can do 5 times, no matter what boss. So you do first boss 1 time, second boss 4 time, and you are decapped. So it's shit because it's too less. Yeah.
Okay. So you have no enough materials, so this is like some gear cap. So after 1 week you don't have enough materials to upgrade and you need to wait for another week, yes?
Something like that.
Okay. Good. So now my personal question, because I was like that triggered me when I was playing. So you are on the spot. The game goal is to farm. Yes, farm spot. PVE is the most like the most gaining, the place where you getting the materials and you get the money. Yeah, this is how you
Yeah.
gear up. You just grind monsters. Yes.
Yeah, it's most efficient and most entertainment.
Yeah, good. So, back in my days, someone come to your spot, you kill him, and he come back, you get red karma, and eventually you need to leave the spot, otherwise you're gonna drop the crystals, your enchant gonna drop from the gear. Did they fix this issue?
I would say it's a lot of wars now. Because, for example, before you can, for example, try kill by mobs, and this guy which griefing you could lose the crystals, yes, by
Yes.
mobs, but they revamp totally the crystals, in my opinion, in good way, really good way. But the issue is like you don't need unequip your armor. Just set crystal to off,
Yeah.
and he can don't care about it if he die by mobs. So it's
So you can still grief people and karma bomb them.
yeah.
Yes.
And now griefers don't have any minus to do this. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Like,
they just come to your spot, kill your monsters, and they can come over and over and over to steal your spot. And yeah, so this is so they
yes.
didn't resolve this issue. And
Yeah.
people say there is like PVE and PvP servers.
It's like, in my opinion, it's like a bit strange, but you have like per day you have 1 hour kinda each spot, like the private server, yeah. But it's only for 1 hour, which is like
So I hear
not.
some people told me that you can go to PvE server and there is no PvP there, or you can go to PvP server and there is like non-stop PvP and you have no karma. And like PvP channel.
Yeah, it's Arsha, but trust me, it's more you're more fighting than grinding, yes, because people only there to are there for hunting people, so you
Oh yeah, so
more
you
want.
have like PvP channel. Oh, okay, so you have like channel, you choose the channel, you have PvP channel, you do have
Yeah,
karma there, but mostly there are like, strong players that just come to fight. They are not here to grind there.
yeah.
You're
So
not gonna
it's
farm
waste
there. You're not
time.
gonna have time to farm there.
No. Even when it's like 50% more drop there, because it's always permanent on this PvP channel. But as I said, it's only worth, for example, when you're doing on the night. Yeah, what you're doing on the night is low crowded server, and for example, when you try grinding items like on the map or compass or something, but otherwise, in my opinion, is waste time.
So another thing, so we have this one sorted. Another thing that is I am interested in, it was like I played the wizard, as you can see by my hat. I was wizard enjoyer, and there was some class. The male was striker, and what was the female name? Can you
Mystic.
mystic? And they get like reduced magical damage by 50 or 60%. So the guy play worse than me, have worse gear, but completely destroy me. I do zero damage. Do these mechanics are still in the game that some classes are just countering other classes and you cannot do anything?
Well, in the time they explain it how did this work is it's something like damage modifier, which like your class do for example 100% damage to other class and versus for example another class your class do less damage or more, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's something like this, but sadly for wizard is same like for decay is still shit. So it's still the same. You met a wall, and you, for example, I'm hard capped, yeah, but I can met a average striker, which will be me issue for me. But if I switch class for another, for example, for melee class, I shred them for one skill.
Yeah.
It's
So this is still
completely.
in the game. So I am on wizard. I do like 1,000 damage, and I switch to class that has not magical, and I do like 5,000. Yes.
Yeah, it's sadly like this, but it's stupid because this mechanic is really good to balance between the classes because you have so
So it's
many.
like paper, scissor, and stone. Yes.
Yeah, something like this. For
Okay.
example, you as a wizard, you don't know this class, but it's Nova. So for versus Nova, you won't do shit, even less than Striker or
Okay,
Mist.
so there is some classes now that just counters you, and no matter what you do, you're gonna get your ass whooped. Yes.
Yeah, sadly, it's like this. Like
All right. So can you tell us best PvP and PvE class, like overall?
on
Do,
PvE, it's not like just the higher trash loot per hour. It's most like APM,
oh,
because playing a lot of Black Desert, and you're not grinding like I don't know 1 hour, only a lot of hours. Yeah,
yes.
so APM is most, in my opinion, most important thing. So the best classes is Zerker, Succession exactly. Megyu Succession also, USA also Succession, and um, some others below like Hahashin Succession or Decay.
And
But
for
about
PvE, PvP?
for PvP, the best classes is Zerker, Awakening or Succession. Both is really good. Valkyria Awakening. Okay, so I repeat, no problem.
Yeah.
It's of course based you wanna 1v1 or siege or not var, but overall the best classes is Zerker.
Yes.
Valkyria. I would say in some scenario, Succession Decay, Dracania, and Strike and Mystic. The best class for PvP is like someone can one combo you, but you can one combo him.
Okay.
It's the best class, and that's why I choose this. Of course, these classes only work with hard cap gear because on the lower gear is a bit different meta.
Yeah, so we are talking end game hard cap gear. The other thing when I was playing the game that you need to travel long distances. You know, you are in Serendia and then you go to the desert and it's like 40 minutes to an hour to get into spot. Do they add any teleports or any faster way to move, or it's just the same as this was?
Yes, they make a long quest line which you get access to teleports. It's only between the big cities. This a bit kill the immersion, but overall is really good move because save your time, and it's just really good move.
Alright.
But
So there is no teleports between the big towns.
there is.
There is now. Yes, they added.
Yes,
Alright.
yes. You pay for it, but so it doesn't matter.
Okay, next. End game sieges. That's the a cherry on top of the Black Desert is you getting into the guild, you go for the castle, you go for these or big objectives. Back in my days when I played the game, it was 2018, 2017. You spend like whole week. You need like your alchemy setup. You need to like food. Then you go to the villa for 30 minutes, go all the villa buffs. Then you need to go also there with big ship to hunt the whales, to get the whale potion. Is the game still requires so much time in dedication to this, or they just like make it easier?
It's a lot of more thing to do.
More, even more now.
Yeah, it's even more like.
So you are preparing for the siege. So how many hours do you spend per week to prepare for the siege, more or less?
Well, I playing a lot, so it's kinda nothing for me, yeah. Because
10 hours, 15 hours, maybe
uh,
20.
well, depend when you counting. Like, let's say 2-3 hours per week. Because even when you pre-order this, yeah, it's cost the money. So let's say it's like grind time.
Okay, so 4 or 5 hours preparation only to get a potion per week to get into siege. Okay, that's actually not bad.
Yeah, of course you can always go without, yeah, because for last time when you're playing, all the content was uncapped, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, now it's capped.
Now it's capped like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 node is capped, and some siege are also capped. So it's not like you need like 700 gear score. You can have less, yeah. But also portion and the S on S thing is important on this.
Okay. Another one that you might probably expert with. So basically, the game engine works if you can produce more FPS, you do more damage, and you desyncing your opponent. So what's how it works? You see the opponent in one place, but he's already in another place. You still gonna miss, and he gonna do more damage. Did they fix it? Did
Sadly
they fix
not.
this issue? Not. So how much? So if I have, what's the difference of the damage between player with 60 frames per second and 1000 frames per second?
Damage can be twice or more.
Twice or more, yes?
Yes, because it's like when you have high FPS, you can make a combo which is impossible without. For example, you have a damage modifier like air damage, back damage, and others. Yeah. So if you are really fast, you, for example, can more hit by air damage. Yeah. So this is the issue also.
So you can do double damage if you have more like 600, 700 specially modified PC to it.
Yeah, it's like even your accuracies, I would say, is higher. Is easy, like more chance to even CC someone.
Okay. And what about desync?
It's the worst part. For some classes, it's not working like this. But for example, Zerker love this FPS and this desync. It's like you see him in front of you, you're hitting him, and in 1 sec, it's behind you, and you are
Oh.
in the grab.
So not only he have more damage, but you also cannot hit him because he's desyncing through the server, yes?
Yes, yes.
Okay, amazing. And then the last question, a lot of people ask for the pay to win. So we have two identical players. You have two identical players that play for 2 months, for like 6 hours per day. One player spent $100, another guy spent $10,000. You know, what is the difference between them?
It's like game is not pay to win anymore because many things you get for free. For example, in is must have a pets. So many pets is like for free by quest. Some others one per month you take it. Mates also is many events when you take it.
So
But
let's
what
say but let's say what's the difference? Okay, so one player plays 2 months, he spent $100. Another player played 2 months, same player spent 10,000. What's the power difference? How you will say it?
the power difference can be big, but it's depend on the RNG. It's like it's helping, but finally, even this guy which pay 10k per month, meeting a wall which only RNG can crash. Yeah.
So you
So
cannot
this,
buy items. You need to RNG through.
yeah. So it's like for this guy which pays for sure is easier, but this the poor guy could catch up him, yeah. But when you have a high gear score bot have, and when they both have one combo each others, it doesn't matter if you have a, like I don't know, 20 gear score more, yeah.
So you can buy the costume and sell them on the auction house, and this is like 1.5 billion silver
Yeah,
per
but it's
costume, and 1 hour farming is 1.5 billion. Basically, so
yeah,
1 hour on spot farming. Well, that's what you say me that in the spreadsheet here. 1.5 billion per hour. That's your like grinding, and to have it equivalent in money, it's $30. And how much is the gear cost? Top gear. I see 1 trillion. How much?
yeah, 1 trillion and half something about
1,600,000,000,000 is for the top gear. Yes, around
yeah.
that.
But I must remind 1.5 billion per hour grinding is on the high end. Yeah, on the lower end, maybe is half of this.
Okay, so it's like $15 per hour.
But still, in my opinion, it's not worth pay for the
Yeah,
costume.
yeah,
It's
well,
like,
so it will be like 100,000 euro.
yeah, it's
So
when
so
you.
pay to win is possible, but you need to be willing to spend 100,000 euro or 10,000, 15,000 euro, something like that.
It's not impactful like in the past, for sure.
All right, because you have the siege are capped. So you cannot just you go for a tier 1, tier 2 are gear capped now. So it's only affecting like end game sieges. Maybe if someone spend $80,000 or something. All right, now I'm gonna choose some from the chat. Chat, any questions, please, guys? They asking how much did you spend?
Total
Total
for
euro,
6
in
years,
euro.
uh, maybe 400.
400 euro, yes?
Yeah. So I am an example a player which show you can have a hard cap gear without spending much.
Okay, but you spent 32,000 hours and 400 euro. And you are hard capped. Okay.
Yeah, you choose your way.
Yeah, yeah. Any more question, chat? How many hours per day you play off AFK and non-AFK?
Actually, like non-AFK is like 1 to maximum 2 hours. And AFK is rest of the day, like 6 hours or something. I don't let computer working on the night.
Casual now. Yeah. Chat say you are casual.
Actually, yes.
Actually, yeah. All right, any more good questions? Guys, Johnny mate, so till there is new events to bring new players and the game still kinda the same as before with extra PvE content. Is this true? So you still
Uh,
grind and do PvP in the end game and the bosses are just like extra spice, yeah?
Yeah, it's something like that. The game trying bring a new player, yeah, because for example, I play casual because I nothing to do, to be honest. Because most the gear I need, I pre-order the bases, yeah, or I do these bosses actually, which is new.
Yeah. Okay.
Rest is PvP.
So we are hitting half hour mark, everyone. Do we have any more questions from chat? No, don't ask him if he like dicks, okay? That's not a good question. Okay, I'm gonna ask you one. How many? So the new player starts the game, enters the game, new player. How much experienced player? How much hour per day, and how long he needs to spend to get good, to be like top tier, and how much for inexperienced player? Also hours per day plus time overall. Can you say that?
For experienced player is I think 1 month
And how much hour
to
per day?
um, maybe max 5.
Okay, 5.
But for
For
new player,
inexperienced that he don't know what to do.
I think the new player, if he have a PvP soul, so he really wanna fast have a good gear, maybe like 3 months, but because it's take a time. It's Black Desert is a big game with many things to do, so it's take a time.
How many hours per day?
Well, I think like 6 to 8.
Okay.
Because you know, you click the game, start, and wow, it's a big world, and what next, yeah? And you losing hour just walking from city to city. Because we remind like from one side to another side to the map on the horse, it's take half hour with good horse.
Oh, nice.
So
Anyway,
that's why they implement the
the
teleports.
teleports. All right. Thank you very much. That's all. I have
Thank
questions for it. Thank you very much for coming, Mr. Kawarii. Thank you very much for your time. And I wish you amazing evening. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you too. Greetings to everyone.
See ya. Goodbye. Well. Unfortunate reality of today MMO market is you need to choose your flavor of the dick. And for me, the BDO flavor is not the one I want to suck. That's it for I have for you today, my friends. Thank you very much all of my supporters that helped putting up this video to the public. And if you want more, you can visit me on Twitch. We are here every day, 5 London time. I hope this video was helpful to you and see you next time, hopefully very soon.